The bottom line is, no one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to tell you to apply for that job that you've always dreamt about. Nobody's coming to write the business plan for you. It's up to you. And because you're only ever going to do the things that you feel like doing right now or that feel good right now, unless you understand that you've got to parent yourself, you got to push yourself, you're not going to make your dreams come true. You're just not.
The antidote isn't motivation. Motivation comes and goes. The antidote is surrender. You lower the stakes. You let yourself look foolish. You accept the embarrassment of being a beginner, the awkwardness of doing something badly, the exposure of your real effort being put on the line. Because once you remove the need to look good, the need to start becomes easy. It turns out that the hardest part of any meaningful work is not so much the work itself. It's the identity shift that you must endure from someone who protects their image to someone who risks it. If you can do that once and procrastination stops being a dragon, instead it becomes what it always was, which is a flimsy emotional habit built to protect a version of you that was never meant to survive adulthood. You don't need courage to begin. You just need the willingness to be seen beginning.
Yeah, it's crazy to sometimes think like, what can happen if we decide, I'm going to see what happens when I decide that I am qualified. What happens when I decide for myself that I'm going to do something different? That my brain doesn't dictate how. My brain does not get to choose. My brain can feel a certain way, but it's not going to choose how I behave all the time. I just can't let it do it anymore. I'm going to have setbacks, I know. But if I'm feeling bad, that doesn't mean I'm doing bad. That doesn't mean I am bad. That doesn't mean that I can't still take some action. Because, yeah, nothing changes and nothing changes, man.
In life, folks, you cannot change your life unless you change something. If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. No matter what it is. Many times you say to yourself, I gotta lose weight, I'm too fat. And then you know what? During the day you eat at night, and then next day you get mad at yourself. Well, what do you want? What do you want? You gotta change something.
To all of you watching here, come close to the screen and listen. People don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see. You better love what you see.
Following your dreams is a lonely, solitary, scary, dangerous pursuit. You can't wait for somebody to think you can do it. And it's like because they don't think you can do nothing they can't do.
Exactly, bingo.
Right? You know what I mean? It's like it's a lonely, scary, dangerous pursuit, and you got to be willing to risk everything to become that seed of what you believe is in there. You got to be fearless. You got to be relentless.
What kind of expectations do you set for yourself individually going into year 3?
It's high. The way I look at it within myself, why not? Why can't I be the MVP of the league? Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why. Why can't I do that? I think I work hard. I think I dedicate myself to the game and sacrifice a lot of things at a young age. And I know that if I continue to do good, what I can get out of it. And if that's me going now, doing whatever, I'm willing to do it because I know that in the long run, it's going to help me.
Has Lionel Messi pushed you to become a better player? And the second part of that question, would you say that you two are the best players of all time, better than Pele, Maradona?
I'm pushed to myself. I don't need other players to push myself.
I just work since I was in sporting, so I push myself all the time to be the best. As I say many times, in my opinion, I'm the best because I think we have to think like that, not just in my job, but you have to think in your job you are the best reporter. And I'm thinking like that. If I'm not thinking like that, I'm not going to be stronger than I think I am.
And there's no shortcuts. You can't buy a book, you can't attend a course, you can't listen to anyone. You see, you can't be taught anything. I cannot teach you anything. You have to decide to teach yourself. I can guide you, but ultimately you, in any endeavor in life, be it sport, be it politics, be it education, you have to want it yourself. And that's what separates the 99% with the 1%, the ones that truly dream and dare and go for their goals and their vision.
Most people think the hard part is getting started. The hard part is continuing to do the work when the excitement wears off and the grind feels hopeless.
The visual that I always think about this is the marathon runners, is that people get excited at the very beginning of the marathon where there's all these balloons and their friends and they're like cheering them on, there's music. And then at the end of the marathon is where everyone cheers you on at the end. But the marathon is won in the 26.1 miles between those 2/10 of a mile. And it is the boring, unending, relentless, mundane middle. And I think the game is mastering the middle. It's just unending, unyielding, and everyone can get motivated for a moment. It's just like people feel motivated, but like motivation is incredibly ephemeral, right? It vanishes. And that's why creating the conditions that make failure less likely is so important, because if we can make successful actions the most likely actions, success becomes the most likely outcome.
It's not about any of that, but what it is about is a lot of us give total control to life. We don't have any control of it. We just give all control to life. I do this shit every morning to prepare my mind for what life's gonna throw at me. A healthy body gives you a healthy mind. That's what it's about. So if you go into battle, you wanna go into battle with the right mindset, the right gear. In combat, you wear body armor. But what we do wrong is we don't strengthen our minds. You gotta strengthen your mind, take control of that. So then when you get out in the real world and they you up, you got protection.
But if you come here, don't complain. You wanna become best, you wanna become champion. And now you wanna say like you tired? Who cares? You tired or not? Nobody cares about you.
You are widely accepted as the greatest swimmer of all time. What do you feel separates good athletes from the best athletes?
I think it comes back to what I was saying earlier about, I think it's, a lot of it is mental. If you want to do something and you want it that bad, you'll make sacrifices. And growing up for me as a kid, I made a lot of sacrifices that I didn't seem that they were a big deal, and I don't think of them as being a big deal right now. There were Saturdays or Fridays where I'd give up going to a dance or hanging out with my friends because I had work out the next day. But those things that I gave up, were things that I wanted to help me get to my goal. And there were times where I've been put in uncomfortable situations, but I've used my mental power, my mental strength to push through it. I think that's how you can look at any of the athletes in the world. Tiger, the guy has a busted knee and still comes and destroys the rest of the field. That's the thing. It's like people don't make excuses. Some of the best athletes, or the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable. Everybody can compete when they're feeling good, happy, excited, rested. But it's the best people who can overcome when they're tired, sore, not in the great mind, not in the best mindset. And I think mental power that the greatest athletes have can push all the pain aside.
One characteristic emerged as a significant predictor of success. And it wasn't social intelligence, it wasn't good looks, physical health, and it wasn't IQ. It was grit. Grit is passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future. day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for years, and working really hard to make that future a reality.